Hi, my name is Avery Monroe. And the night my entire family finally revealed who they truly were began with a single text message glowing on my screen like a warning I didn't know I needed. But before my name even mattered, before the truth even surfaced, it started with her voice. Sharp, entitled, and dripping with the kind of confidence only someone spoiled into blindness could have. "Aunt Avery, here's my birthday gift list," my sister's daughter texted. "A new car, the Dior bag we saw, and the $4,000 Maldives trip Mom picked. You can pick one." Like I was choosing from a menu. I stared at the message for a long second, the quiet in my apartment stretching thin and tight. Then I typed the only honest response. No. 2 letters. The kind people choke on when they're used to hearing yes, their whole lives. She replied instantly. Not with confusion. Not with disappointment. But with a threat disguised as a tantrum. "Then don't come." And I didn't. Not because of the gifts, but because of what that message revealed. A family that saw me as a walking wallet, not a person. Inside me something shifted, slow, painful, like an old scar splitting open. This wasn't about a birthday. This was about years of being treated like the responsible one, the rich aunt. The one who was supposed to fix everything, pay for everything, hold everything together. But that night, I chose to let everything fall apart. I left my dress hanging in the closet. Left the gift card I'd thoughtfully prepared on my desk. Left my phone on silent while the world outside kept spinning, unaware of the crack forming in my family's perfect image. 2 hours later I checked my phone. And that was when it began. 20 unread messages. 13 missed calls. And the first message that caught my eye. "Avery, please answer. Something happened." Sent by my sister. My pulse didn't jump. It settled. Because deep down I knew. When people like them don't get what they want, they don't just get angry. They unravel. And whatever happened at that birthday party, whatever chaos exploded in that house of forced smiles and expensive expectations, I wasn't there to stop it. But I was definitely going to hear about it. The family group chat was already blowing up. And the first message I opened made my breath still. The message that froze me came from my mom, the one person who spent years defending my sister's entitled parenting. "Avery, the cake fell, the kids are crying, and your niece had a breakdown. Call me." A breakdown? Over what? The missing car. The missing designer bag? I almost set the phone down. Until more messages poured in like a flood finally breaking its dam. My cousin wrote. "Your sister is blaming you." Then my uncle. "She said you embarrassed them by not showing up." Now everyone's whispering. Whispering. Of course. At these parties appearances mattered more than breathing. I scrolled. A video came through, shaky, recorded by someone hiding their phone. I pressed play. The image opened on my niece, makeup streaked, hair a mess of glitter and sweat, screaming at my sister in front of everyone. "You promised she'd buy it for me. You promised. Now everyone thinks I'm pathetic." Gasps. Kids staring. Parents looking away. The kind of public humiliation money can't fix. My sister tried to calm her, hands up, voice cracking. "Sweetheart, please." But my niece shoved her hard right into the table. The entire birthday cake collapsed. Desserts crashed. Guests stepped back horrified. And over the chaos, another voice shouted, "This is all Avery's fault." My sister. Pointing at the camera. At me. At the aunt who wasn't even in the room. The video ended abruptly. I stared at the blank screen, my reflection faint and still. They wanted someone to blame. And they chose me. A slow exhale left my chest. Fine. If they wanted to drag my name into the fire, I'd let them burn with the truth next. More messages hit my screen like hail. My sister again. "Avery, answer. Fix this. She's locked herself in the bathroom now." Then my mom. "Everyone's asking why you refused her gift. They think you're punishing her." Punishing her? For demanding a car, a luxury vacation, and a designer bag? The same girl who once cried because I didn't upgrade her iPhone the week it came out? I rubbed my forehead, feeling a familiar ache. This wasn't new. This was a pattern. Entitlement coated in sugar and wrapped in guilt. Before I could type a response, another notification popped up. A photo. From my aunt. I tapped it open. My niece's room, destroyed. Gift bags torn open. Clothes thrown across the floor. A mirror shattered. Balloon strings ripped down like someone clenched them in a rage. And in the middle of the chaos, a handwritten sign taped to the door. Don't talk to me until Aunt Avery fixes this. Fixes. Like I owed her something. Like my absence was the reason she was falling apart. Not the years of being told the world belonged to her. Then a final text came through from an unknown number. You should have been here. He expected you. He loves you. This is on you. The words sank in like cold water. This is on you. The oldest weapon my family used. Blame. Always blame. Something in my chest went quiet. Painfully, beautifully quiet. They wanted to paint me as the villain. I was done wiping away the colors for them. I stared at that final message. This is on you. For words my family had recycled my whole life like a curse they believed I was born with. But this time, they hit differently. Because instead of guilt, all I felt was clarity. I set my phone down, letting the screen dim. Letting the noise fade. Letting every accusation roll off me like water off stone. 10 seconds of silence later. My phone lit up again. A group call. 8 family members. I didn't pick up. Then the group chat exploded. Avery, your niece won't come out of the bathroom. She's hyperventilating. Do something. You're the only one she listens to. Really? The girl who told me don't come 2 hours ago suddenly needed me? I picked up the phone and typed slowly, deliberately. You told me not to come. I respected that. The chat went dead for a moment. Then my sister replied frantic. Stop being childish. You know how she is. Yes. I knew exactly how she was. Because they raised her to be that way. My cousin sent another message, private this time. Avery, this party is a disaster. People are leaving. Your sister is crying in the laundry room. Mom is yelling at the caterers. It's bad. I leaned back against my couch, the city lights reflecting in my window like tiny, indifferent stars. So the perfect family image had finally cracked. And somehow, even in my absence, they needed me to glue it back together. But I wasn't their glue anymore. I wasn't their silent wallet. I wasn't their cleanup crew. I typed one final message. If you want me involved, tell me the full truth first. I hit send. And waited. The typing bubbles appeared instantly. Stopped. Started again. Stopped. No one wanted to go first. Because the full truth was the one thing my family never told without twisting it. Then finally a message came in. From my mother. Fine. Your sister told everyone you were sponsoring the big gift. She made a whole announcement about it before you got there. My breath stilled. An announcement? Before confirming with me? Before even asking? Another message followed. She said you were surprising your niece with a car and a luxury trip. That's why the party was so big this year. But there was the truth they didn't want to taste. They built the entire event on a lie. A lie using my name, my wallet, my reputation, and expected me to show up and play along. My sister finally chimed in. I only said that because you always come through. I thought you would this time too. I closed my eyes for a moment. Not in sadness. In understanding. This wasn't entitlement anymore. This was expectation. A belief that I existed to fund their image. My phone buzzed again, a voice note from my niece. I hesitated, then pressed play. Her voice was shaky, furious, breaking between breaths. You embarrassed me. Everyone laughed when they realized there was no car. Do you know how horrible that felt? Why didn't you just do what Mom said? There was not remorse. Not responsibility. Just blame. Always blame. I took a slow breath, feeling a strange calm wash over me. They wanted me to fix what they broke. They wanted me to repair the damage of their own lies. But this time, they were going to face the consequences themselves. I typed. You lied. That's why everything fell apart. Not because I said no. Then I hit send. The moment my message delivered, the group chat erupted like a shaken soda can. My sister. Don't you dare put this on me. My mom. Avery, not now. She's upset. My niece. You ruined my birthday. I stared at the screen, each message louder than the last, each one trying to suffocate the truth under their usual avalanche of guilt. But I wasn't that version of myself anymore. Before I could reply, another notification appeared. A photo from my cousin. I tapped it open. It was my sister. Sitting on the laundry room floor, makeup smeared, hair wild, clutching a ruined gift bag in her hands. Her phone was on speaker and 2 women stood nearby whispering behind their hands. Then a second photo arrived. This one showed the backyard. Guests collecting their coats, parents herding their kids out early, decorations coming down, the DJ packing up equipment. The birthday party was ending early. And not because of me, but because of a lie finally collapsing under its own weight. My cousin added quietly. They're telling people the car company delivered the wrong vehicle. But no one believes it. I felt something inside me finally loosen, a knot I'd carried for years. They'd built an entire event on a lie. The lie broke. And the truth was now walking around that house like a ghost they couldn't avoid. Then a private message from my sister popped up. Avery, please. Come fix this. Please. The desperation in her words almost felt unreal. For a moment I just looked at the message, letting the weight of it sink in. They never asked for my presence. They only ever asked for my usefulness. And now that their world was collapsing, they wanted me back. Not for love. For damage control. I typed slowly. Tell me exactly what you told everyone about me. Every word. She didn't reply immediately. But she knew. This time the truth had a price. The typing bubbles appeared. Then vanished. Then appeared again, slower this time like my sister's fingers were shaking. Finally her message arrived. Fine. I told everyone you were sponsoring the big surprise. I told them you'd promised her a car. And the trip. And the bag. I blinked once. Then again. Promised? Promised? She had fabricated an entire fantasy and sold it publicly, not because she believed it, but because she needed it. My phone buzzed again. I only said it because I wanted her party to be perfect. There it was. The justification. The rewrite of reality. Another message followed quickly, like she sensed I wasn't convinced. You always step up, Avery. I thought you would again. I thought you wanted to. I let out a slow exhale. There it was, the deepest truth hidden beneath the glitter and tantrums. It wasn't entitlement. It was obligation. She believed she was entitled to my effort. My money. My silence. Then my niece chimed in again. Everyone laughed at me. They said you didn't even care enough to show up. You humiliated me. I stared at her words, stunned at the boldness, the blindness, the complete lack of self-awareness. They weren't upset that I said no. They were upset that their lie became visible. My phone lit up once more, this time a call from my mom. When I declined it, her text came through immediately. Avery, if you cared about the family at all, you'd come fix this. Family. Funny word. One they only used when they needed something. I typed back. You want me to clean up a mess I didn't make? Again. My sister instantly replied. Yes. Because you're the only one who can. For the first time I smiled. A small smile. Bold. And honest. They finally said the quiet part out loud. Her last message. Because you're the only one who can. Didn't hurt me. Revealed everything. For years I'd been their backup plan. Their rescuer. Their silent fixer. But now. I wasn't any of those things. Not anymore. I typed one final reply into the family group chat. Slowly, clearly, without anger. Just truth. I'm not responsible for the lies you told or the expectations you created. You built this disaster. You fix it. Read. Team by all. No one responded. Not my sister. Not my niece. Not even my mother. The typing bubbles never appeared. Instead, another photo arrived from my cousin. The final one. The party had fully emptied. The lights were being shut off. The expensive decorations were crumpled on the grass. My niece sat alone on the patio steps, mascara streaked, staring at her shattered expectations like they were pieces of glass she didn't know how to touch. For the first time ever. Their mess was theirs to hold. Not mine. I set my phone down, closed my eyes, and felt something I hadn't felt in years. Freedom. True. Quiet. Uncompromised freedom.